Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing really well today. If you are here with me live, would you do me a favor and say hello in the chat? Sometimes I can see it, sometimes I can't. But if you are here with me live, I'd love for you to say hi. I'll say hi back to you. If you're catching the replay, then just put hashtag replay. Okay, I'm Michelle Legaly. If we haven't met, I'm the creator of lots of different things, just like you in your life. I think that's one of the big reasons we're here in this world is to create and explore and experience. And today I want to talk to you about how to become the next greatest version of yourself. And not in a hustle way or not in a less than now and I want to become greater. I want us to start with we're perfect, whole, and complete as we are. I want us to get into that mindset and that energy first. There's nothing you can do that doesn't make you whole and complete. You can have experiences in life that make you feel less than that, but if you really come back to the universal truth of you, it is you are whole and complete. And from that space, I'd like to talk about you becoming and experiencing the next best version of yourself, which is what this is all about today. So I only ever give you tools, tips, training, inspo on things that I've learned or created and that I've used on myself. If they've improved my life, or if I've used this tool on someone else and their life improved, then it goes in my toolbox. And this is one of the tools in my toolbox. Some of you are going to be really familiar with it because I'm going to use the iceberg metaphor that we use for the human mind to talk about the human mind. And let's use this to talk about how we become the next best versions of ourselves from a place of I am whole and complete. Okay, so before we start, if you could do me a favor, if you're not driving a car or you're somewhere safe, just close your eyes and take a deep breath in. Blow it out. Find that center point within you. You know, you can even touch your chest, your heart space, your gut. I really want you to find that center point. Put your hand there. Bring all your attention, all your awareness to the center of you. Pull all your energy back that was scattered, that someone else took accidentally, that you gave accidentally or intentionally. Pull it all back. Pull it all to the center, and this can be done with your intention. And the more you practice this part of the exercise, I just feel like I'm getting stronger and healthier with this exercise alone. Pulling all your energy back to the center of you just by your command. Beautiful. In that center of you, connect with that deeper part of you, the spirit of you, the soul of you, the higher self of you, whatever you call it, the non-physical part of you, your energy. Let the human part of you connect with the spirit part of you. And remembering that you're just having an experience here as a human being. We're multidimensional. Beautiful. You are whole and complete in your spirit, in your being. And in that wholeness and completeness, we are having a human experience. Okay, whenever you're ready, open your eyes if they were closed. How does that feel right now? So we start there. And I start there every morning. I highly recommend you try that to get that grounded truth of who you are, reminding ourselves we're much greater than the human beings we are. We are spirits having a human experience, as Wayne Dyer used to say, or he said something like that. From this point of wholeness and completeness, you might be having an experience in your human life that you would like to upgrade, transition, create the next best version of your human self. Do you have something like that in mind? Are you living the greatest version of you right now? And this isn't about a judgment, right? We stay rooted in the spirit of us, and we have the perspective of that looking at our human life. And from that vantage point, what do you notice? You've got the next greatest version of yourself. It's just the next one. It's just the next step. I'm not asking you to find the lady, the greatest version, although you can tap into her too. I'm just asking for the next greatest version. So for me, the next greatest version of something that I would like to experience is more muscle mass in my physical human body. So that would be the next greatest version of me that I could think about and work towards. For you, it might be environment, housing, relationship, physical, body, financial, relationship, I think I said that one, travel, whatever. What would the next greatest version of you like to experience? So step one, knowing what you want, right? You got to know what you're moving towards from a grounded, centered space, not a lack space, just we're whole and complete. And what do you want to experience next? What's the next greatest version of you? What would that look like? And again, not having something, and the experience of the lack shows us what we do want. So I'll keep using myself as an example. I have been feeling weak. I can see myself getting frailer through the last, like maybe since 2018, 19, 2020, the last 5 or 6 or 7 years. And I've been noticing I just each year get a little bit weaker. And I don't want that. But I needed to have that experience to show me what I did want. You can do that same thing with finance. You might be experiencing something you don't want with finance, and you just flip it, right? The opposite of that is probably what you do want. So if you're I'm experiencing lack of strength, and what I do want is strength. Lack of finances might be what you are experiencing that you don't prefer. You flip it to abundance or financial freedom or whatever your words are. In a relationship, if something's lacking in a relationship or you're lacking a certain kind of relationship, well, we know what you want, right? We want the opposite of that. We want a relationship. Or maybe you have a relationship and it's lacking some of the pieces that you want. Connection, closeness, intimacy, harmony. Whatever you're experiencing that you don't like, it's the opposite is what you want. And it's so cool to think we needed that contrast to give us clarity on what we do want. So step one is knowing what you want. If you don't know what you want, just look at a pain point in your life and it'll show you the next place where you would like to experience. From that point, now we're going to do something that I've been working on myself that has been working. So we use this model of the mind, right? It's supposed to be an iceberg. Here's the water line. Above the water line is our conscious mind. Below the water line is the subconscious mind. We know that this deeper subconscious part of us is the driver of our actions, our thoughts, our behaviors. It's actually what's going to create change in our consciousness, in our physical reality. I think most of us agree to that now. Although I think lots of times we're still trying to get our thoughts and actions, or lack of actions, or willpower. We're just never going to, I just don't think willpower will ever be the thing. It's probably 10%, and this is probably 90%. So I want us to focus here. Okay, so here's what I know is in the deeper part of us. Habits, emotions, feelings, patterns, body, imagination, intuition, beliefs, identity, self-concept. There's a lot more in here, but these are the ones that I focus on. And just changing any one of these or several of these really will create a change in your physical reality. I've just seen it for the last, maybe 10 years now. over and over and over again. So let's focus here. So we're going to take our consciousness, our conscious mind. We're going to look at these spaces in the deeper part of ourselves and answer some questions. So let's see. I wrote some down. I'm going to keep using me as an example with wanting to build strength and muscle. So let's just pick any of them. Identity and self-concept. I wrote this. I just created a sentence for myself that I can start practicing. I'm the kind of person that has a lot of muscle and strength. I might even do something fun like I have an unusual amount of muscle for my age. I think that would be cool to say. Unusual amount of strength and muscle for my age. Okay, let's do another one. A belief. One of the beliefs that been catching myself is like the older I get, the more frail I get. And I have to catch that one and I have to replace that belief. And the one I chose to replace it with is I can grow muscle at any age. Another thing I heard someone say is muscle knows no age. Muscle doesn't care how old you are. It just wants to grow if you give it the right environment. You can grow muscles at any age. And that is actually true. So why wouldn't I believe that one over the older I get, the more frail I get? Right? Whatever we focus on, we get more of. So I am going to get my conscious mind focused on these things. Okay, let's grab another one. Intuition, imagination. Really, this can be as simple as visualizing. So for me, I'm going to visualize myself with muscles. I'm going to visualize myself lifting weights. I'm going to visualize myself carrying heavy things. It's already happening. The other day, this weekend, I was carrying a lot of heavy things. And my husband said, "Don't do that." I go, "I can lift heavy things. I'm strong," right? So I'm practicing it already. I visualize myself lifting heavy things, lifting weights, going to the gym. Okay. My body. When I think the body, I really believe the body is the physical representation of the subconscious mind. So I'm going to have my physical body actually lift weights. I'm showing my subconscious I'm strong. I can create muscle. You get the idea. Emotions and feelings. So this is something I do in a manifesting class that we've done in the past. But this is for you, but I'm going to use myself as an example. What emotions and feelings will you have when you get the thing you said you wanted to experience? For me, with lifting weights and building muscle, I'm going to feel strong, proud, independent, healthy. Well, I'm going to start feeling those feelings now because I know that deeper part of me associates that with this. Habits. Creating patterns and habits. Really challenging for the conscious mind in the beginning, but it will be way easier to actually take the actions required when this groundwork has been laid out. And the action I see myself taking, a lot of different ones, but one I put is I lift weights. I hang out with weightlifters. It's fun. Now this isn't the only way to build a muscle, right? But this is just the way I've decided. I could add a lot more to this, but I'm keeping it simple today. Your job and my job is to actually do this quick exercise, get out some identities, beliefs, imagination, body patterns, habits, emotions, actually get it down. Put it somewhere where you're going to see it every single morning. I think it could be as simple as being at the right where you keep your toothbrush in your bathroom, and you just look at the list. Does that make sense? You have a way better chance of getting to what you said you wanted to become the next best version of yourself with this method. Does that make sense? I hope this was helpful today. I hope you do it. If you do it, let me know how it goes. It's either going to be like, yeah, it really kept me focused. It gave me a lot of, once we do the work down here, it gives us the motivation, the physical motivation to go take the actions required, right? We live in the physical world right now, so a lot of, not everything, but a lot of things require the right thoughts, feelings, and actions to achieve what you say you wanted to achieve. an experience. Okay, I hope that's helpful today. It has been helpful for me. Let me know in the chat if it's helpful for you. Okay, everybody.